Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will share with you an opportunity to apply for the Climate Champions Youth Fellowship 2022. This fellowship is led by the high-level Climate Champions team, which will provide a platform for young people to work with the champions and contribute to their work towards an ambitious climate action. The fellowship will include modules on leadership development, engagement with business, NGO and policy leaders, mobilization and outreach in broader networks. Actually, this is a paid fellowship program. The selected fellows for this particular fellowship will be part of this program in their different and respective sectors, and they will lead this fellowship. The duration of this program is for 9 months, starting from April 2022 to December 2022. Then, for those that want to apply, if you are a career professional under the age of 30, and if you have a record of engagement or expertise in one or two of the sectors hosting the fellowship, also if you have a history of a climate or sustainability advocacy in your community, you can equally apply for this. Then as regards the eligibility criteria, I will take you through each and every one of them. The first one here, as you can see on the platform here, is that you must be under the age of 30 as at April 1st, 2022. So you should be under 30 on or before this date. Now, the second criteria is that you must have a minimum 5 years work experience. You must have a minimum of 5 years work experience, either in one of the fellowship sectors, that is on climate leadership or organizing community actions. That's this. Then, thirdly, you must possess good communication skills. This is very important for all applicants who want to be part of this youth fellowship program. Then the fourth is that you must be self-motivated and you must be willing to be flexible. So you work with teams across different time zones from different continents in the world. The fifth criteria is that you must have adequate network relevant to the sector-specific or climate-related work that you are assigned. Then also, you must possess the ability to commit a minimum of 16 hours weekly to the course of this fellowship program. You must also be proficient in English language. That's, you should be able to speak and write English language very well. Then you must have a laptop and a reliable internet connectivity so as to have a better connection with the team. Lastly, you must have a commitment to the values of the climate champions to raise a non-state actor commitments. Now, for each sector, the sectors are listed here. So for each of these sectors, there are specific skills requirements expected of you. So you are advised to study each and every one of these. So I will show you and take you through each of these sector requirements. So if you click on the first one, which has to do with the job description for Climate Champions Communications Youth Fellow. So if you wish to apply for this, you can click on it. So let me open it so you see. Okay, so this is the PDF document explaining what the Climate Champions Digital Communications sector, what it entails. First of all, the role description is specified here. You can see this fellowship will provide a platform for young professionals to work with the champions team and contribute to their work on driving ambitious climate action. Then your expected time commitment to this fellowship is 16 hours per week for the duration of this program. The start date, as I mentioned earlier, is April 2022. 2022. Okay, so this is a global team oriented fellowship, so it's not location dependent. It's also a paid youth fellowship program. Then, as a candidate for this fellowship in this particular sector or category, you are expected to work from home with occasional travels as when requested. Then there may be need for a collaborative office in some locations. As a candidate, you're also expected to provide and maintain your own ICT and work tools. Then you will be reimbursed for any out of town travels that involves you undertaking the course of this fellowship. All right, so right under this particular category, you see a whole lot of information, an overview of this program, which was launched last year. So this is the second phase or the year two of the youth fellowship program. As you can see, this is the second phase. So we've mentioned the qualities you should have to be able to be part of this fellowship. Also, there is a code of conduct for all participants. So you are expected as a member to adhere to the highest standards of conduct and behavior during this youth fellowship program. Okay, so that is it on the first sector or category. Then the second one, let's click on it. Okay, so you remember the first one has to do with the Climate Champions Digital Communications Youth Fellow. The second one has to do with Climate Champions Energy Youth Fellow. The first one is Digital Youth Fellow, while the second sector is Energy Youth Fellow. So you can choose any of these sectors to apply for. All right, so the description is still explained in this document. Meanwhile, you can download these documents or view them. You can see open in Google Docs. So you can add them to your Google Drive. So this fellowship will provide you a platform for, as a young professional, to work with other members of the team. Then the same rule applies in all the sectors. As you can see, an overview, requirements, eligibility, and all that. So remember, you can see equally, you must be under the age of 30, and you must equally be of good conduct, okay, to be part of this. All right, so let's go back to the main application page. All right, so that is second. Now the next is on food and agriculture. So if you wish to apply under the food and agricultural sector or department, you can do that. So this is for Climate Champions Food and Agriculture Youth Fellow sector. All right, so let's go to the next one, being Oceans Youth Fellow. So you can see this is for the Climate Champions Ocean Youth Fellow category or sector. Then the next is the Resilience Youth Fellow. All right, so you can see the same thing applies. So you have to go through each and every one of them and find the particular sector or department that suits you, depending on the field that you want to participate in. All right, now the next is transport. The last but not the least sector here for this youth fellowship program. All right, so you can see this is for the transport aspect. Okay. All right, so know that you can always download. This is downloadable. So this is a PDF document. You can download or share it on your Google Drive. You see, share. So you can share it on your Google Drive so that you can read it or study it very well. You can equally print it out if you need a soft copy, a hard copy rather, of this. You can see. So you can print any of these out. Okay, let's proceed. Now, having gone through the various sectors that are available for you to apply for, well, let's look at the application form. So when you click here, you get to see the application form. All right, so the application form explains what the fellowship program is all about. So the next thing you should do is, as you can see, the application deadline is Sunday, 13th February 2022. So you're expected to apply on or before this date. Then the duration of the program is 9 months, like I stated earlier, from April to December 2022. Okay, so if you have your Gmail signed into your computer or your phone device, you will see the email specified here. If not, you'll be asked to sign in. The reason being that this application form is a Google form, so you must have a Gmail account to be able to fill the form or have access to it. All right, so next, you can see this is my own email address. You click on next. If you don't like this email, peradventure, if you have several email addresses or another email address that you wish to use, you can always switch accounts. So what I'll leave it at this. Then next thing is you have to enter your first name and last name. Your surname is the same with your first name, so with your last name rather. So after entering your first name, you enter your last name. Then nationality, country, residence. Uh, you equally have country of residence. This city of residence. You have to enter your age. Then your gender, whether you are, whatever your gender is, you can enter it there. All right, so before we continue, I would like you to click on the subscription button below if you are new to this channel and tap on the notification bell icon so that you always get notifications whenever we post a new video. Then this is for your mobile phone number. You can always enter your number there. This for your employment status. Then if you are employed, you should specify your role in your organization where you work. If not, you can leave this field blank. Then here, based on each of these sectors that you have x-rayed earlier, I just showed you how you can go through them. You can select the ones you are interested in. So you can select only one option. You can see you cannot be part of this fellowship in more than one sector. So you must always, you can see, you must always select one per time. So you are expected to choose one. All right, so I'll choose this. You can select any one that you have interest in. Then that's for your first choice. Then you should have a second choice. Then there's another section for where you are asked to explain what you have been doing or what you are doing currently or what you have done as relates climate change and climate related action. And also, since you finished your high institution or your education, what and what have you involved yourself in that is geared towards community service and all that. Then this is for a brief bio about yourself. Right here, you're expected to enter some details, no more than 200 words about yourself. Also, you're expected to explain what motivates you. Possibly, you should be able to explain the fact that you are passionate about climate change and community service and all that. So right next here, you can see that you're expected to enter what are those things that makes you eligible or fit to be considered for this fellowship. The next aspect is if you're a member of any organization, forum or coalition, you should specify that here. Okay. You are asked another question. What do you think about the climate leadership within your country? You should be able to answer this. Possibly, you have to, explain what and what you understand. What are the things you understand by climate leadership as it pertains to your country of origin? Here in this box, you have to fill your biggest strengths. That's if you have interpersonal ability, good communication skill, if you have a team spirit and all that. So if you are equally community service oriented, you should be able to specify that here. The next phase is where you are asked to enter your personal social media handles, like your Facebook handle, your Twitter, your Instagram handles, possibly LinkedIn too. You should equally add them or enter them here so that they can check you up, check out your profile and see what you have done so far. All right. Then referees are also needed here. So you have to provide the names of your referee and the email address of at least two referees. Well, it's also expected that one of the referees should be a working class person or would have had a first-hand experience working with you in a professional capacity. Okay, now the next is you have to add your resume. Remember, your resume or your CV, curriculum vitae, has to be in either Microsoft Word doc format or PDF. So when you click on add file, you're expected to select from your device wherever it is you have saved your CV or resume and upload. Once you are done, click on upload. You will then be ready to submit. Okay, so before you submit, ensure that each of these question fields that has asterisk, can you see this a red asterisk on top? They are known as the compulsory fields, so ensure that you have answered them correctly before submitting this application. If not, you won't be able to submit. You can see the red border you can see on them shows that you have not filled those required fields. So you can see these fields are required. It means that they are compulsory. You must answer those questions. Okay. All right. So once you are sure that all the information you have provided are in order, you can go ahead to click on submit. All right. All right, guys. So that is it on how to apply for the Climate Champions Youth Fellowship 2022. Hope you got value from this video. I would like you to drop your questions in the comment section below. You can also click on the subscription button and tap on the notification bell icon so that you get notified whenever we post a new video. We look forward to seeing the next video. Meanwhile, if you wish to get in touch with the team, you can send them an email. I will also drop the link to this application page in the description box below so that you can apply for this scholarship. We're looking forward to seeing the next video. Thank you so much.